And good evening once again, everybody. Welcome in. Hey, VLC player played the entirety of the intro. Sweet. We have a start. Anyway, so on that note, let's cue up some music here. Let me flip this on over. Thank you, VLC player, for actually doing your job. No, again, very nice intro there. Again, done by Family Jewel 7X on the audio side, who's also playing this song you hear, and Dorcas1218. Again, great job by those guys. But welcome in. We got another race going on here. We got the Thefatshuffler on the left is going to be challenging the BOILeR10987 on the right-hand side. Again, both AFC contestants, both out of the playoff hunt, but they want more wins on their resume. Again, it's going to look better for next year. Might possibly also play into seeding for the play-in tournaments. We haven't really decided anything yet, but we'll see what happens. So wins might be important here. So they're both going to play their hearts out, no questions. But again, we'll do a best 2 out of 3 race through the Womb 2. Again, they're both using the same save file and the same character, so all items are unlocked with the Platinum God save file. 7 banned items on the way down. I'll give you a link here, a list I should say. You cannot pick up Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, Ipecac, Dead Sea Scrolls, Holy Bible. Wow, that's taking forever to link. There we go. The shovel or the toothpicks. Toothpicks are the only item out of that list of 7 that you can ever pick up. Other than that, you have to re-roll those items or leave them. D6, again, outlawed against any other item except for those 7, excuse me. Again, we'll race through the Womb 2. Whoever kills off Mom's Heart first will get a point on the bottom of the screen. We do a best 2 out of 3, so we reset both racers at that point, start from scratch, and we start up round number 2. So again, that goes through all the rules. These guys will get off and race them whenever they're ready. Let me get you a link into both of their channels, so wish both of these guys good luck. Perfect timing, right as the audio kicks in on Jules Metal. Oh yeah. And they're off and running, so again, best of luck, guys. So 2 items to start with. Shuffler going to reset his on that hourglass. Boss going to take Mom's Pad, though. That'll, I don't want to say freeze enemies, but it'll push them away from you for a good 5 seconds. Again, that gets a little bit iffy with the boomerang effect on a few bosses that are stationary. You'll see what we mean should we come across those. Alright, so excuse me, first item room on Shuffler's side is going to get him that halo of flies now. So 2 orbitals floating around blocking shots. And he'll be off looking for his boss fight. There you see that push away effect on Mom's Pad against Famine on the right side for boss. So let's all get a real quick for Famine if you guys would. Exactly, so DHX is basically fully explaining that question. I saw about like what the banned glitches are. If it's only a beneficial glitch, like you take 0 risk from it, it's banned. You have to take some kind of risk from it to have it be allowed. Excuse me. So again, we'll explain any should we actually see him. Shuffler also finding another good item here, so not just defense, but now offenses. He's got the small rock, plus damage, plus fire rate, minus movement speed for him. He'll pick up that key, be right on into his boss fight here. I still can't believe my voice hasn't given out from doing that so often this year. That's the amazing part for me. I credit Lemonade and nothing but. Seriously, that's like all I can credit it to. So Boss going to be the first on down to Basement 2, getting a cellar expansion version of the floor. Yep, you were absolutely correct. Alright, Larry Jr. just about down for Fat Shuffler. Gonna get a little bit more damage. Again, that is mismarked, not tears, but damage up in 1 health container with the meat. And he'll be on to his Basement 2. So let's see, no keys on Boss's side. Gonna hope for a spawn as he's also looking for that item room. Curse room? Yeah, why not? Ooh, no such luck, so... yeah, and there goes that soul heart for him. Speaking of curse rooms, let's try Shufflers. Eeny meeny. Ooh. Guppy's Paw, so not a bad find there. That'll turn any red heart container you have, empty or full, does not matter, into 3 blue soul hearts each. And again, 1 up on Boss's side. That writes itself. We've all seen those for many years in gaming. He gets a second life at full red hearts should he die. Oh, dude, in a few weeks, as soon as we don't have to see Famine anywhere near as much anymore, like at the end of next week, my voice is literally just going to be like, I'm never saying hey again. I don't care if he shows up in the finals. You just shut up. It's going to be nice, though, that my voice will have a nice rest in a week or 2 here. Week from Monday, and the regular season ends. Can't believe we've gone through this many races. I can't believe I'm still alive after that many races. Alright, 2 of spades will double up the amount of keys that you have on Shuffler's side. He's going to hang out of that for a little bit longer, see if he can't put that to better use. And 6 keys would be plenty for the almost the entirety of the rest of the run. But not quite enough, so we'll hang on for a second here. Nope, this game is it $8 for the entirety of it, guys? I'm always off by $1 when I quote this. So I think it's $8 for the entirety of it, including the expansion. I hate that I do that, but I'm always off by $1 when I quote it. Anyways, Demon Baby on Thefatshuffler's side. Gonna give him a follower that will automatically shoot out should anything get near it. And you'll see little itty-bitty red shots. Boss moving on down to his caves. Let's see if that flash lag might happen to mean an XL floor for him. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it is. Ha! Didn't even have to get through the entire GIF. Lo and behold, it was an XL floor. So he's gonna have 2 cave floors jammed together into one here. Which means that there's 2 item rooms somewhere here, and also 2 side-by-side boss fights. There's another gnat in my apartment. Dang it. Where do these things keep getting in from? That's why I hate living by a river, by the way. Can't open your windows without having all these bugs show up. Ooh, for the second time tonight on a Steven fight, we got the damage up Steven Tumor, so more damage on Shuffler's Tears. And he's, might as well at this point, flying and spectral tears as well for him, so he'll be able to fly over top of and shoot through rocks. Along with now replacing those hearts he just spent with 3 soul hearts with the rosary here for Shuffler. Also ups your faith level, meaning basically should you go into a store, you're probably going to see the Bible show up. That gnat is driving me crazy. Staying just out of arm's reach so I can't kill it. And again, keep in mind, with those 2 red heart containers that... Oh, geez, we found teleporting. Oh, no. We found teleporting on Boss's side. Be very, very scared. By the way, he's still looking for a key himself. Let's find out what these pills are. Hell, he'd love a bomb for that matter. Boss would love anything at this point. If you have Liberty Cap and find a Mini-Mush, does Mini-Mush override Liberty Cap, or do they stack? Really good question. They actually would stack. And we actually saw, was it Zero that had that earlier today? I think it was, shoot, maybe not. Maybe that was last night. I don't know. Everything blends together for me, but we actually saw that this week. Actually, I don't think it was Zero. Damn it, who was that? It was somebody last night, and I really forget. I'm terrible with this. But we actually did see that it will stack any mushroom that you have. It still gives you that the random effect of that mushroom, and will stack it on if you already do have it. All right, a little bit of range up there for the boss. That gnat's gonna drive me batty. Again, as I was saying, with those 2 red heart containers that Shuffler's got, he's actually got 6 more soul hearts added onto this build already because he's still holding on to Guppy's paw. So before he gets rid of that, he'll definitely utilize it should he need to. But he's just looking for his boss fight here. Speaking of boss, on an XL floor, is, like I said, still looking for that second item room. Found his first one, mind you, but still looking for that second one. Also needs a key and wants to find those 2 side-by-side boss fights as well. But Shuffler just about to finish off his caves one. Gonna work on Gertie Jr. here. Would I say he's got the advantage? Build-wise, I'd say Shuffler. Time-wise, given that he just found his second item room here, and does have a key now. Wow, just barely to the boss, and I mean barely at this point time-wise. But it's really hard to tell, because Shuffler's moving on down to his caves too. So it's really, really hard to tell. Like, they are very, very close at the moment. In fact, I'd say it's pretty damn near right even at this point. They're both looking for 2 special rooms. I guess by that standard, they're even. So again, it's really tough to tell. Thank you, Pineapple. Holy crap. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, that worked out well. So technology 2 now on Boss's side. Nice second item room. So perma-fire and laser as long as you hold down your shot. You see he's going to just go ahead and utilize that. Try to grab himself some hearts here if he can. He doesn't want to use that 1-up yet. Excuse me. Alright, but now he'll be moving on along. Boss will be looking for 2 side-by-side. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting. Room of significance is to end the floor. Rooms of significance to end the floor. Let's put the plural where it should be. Plural, the correct word, sir. Or pluralize, I should say. Alright, Shuffler gonna head right on into his boss fight here in Caves 2. Question is, do you skip your item room? He's got 11 keys, but hasn't found it. That would be all the way across the floor. Kind of a tough call. I think he may skip one here. And he's looking pretty decent on this build already. So that's gonna also play into this as far as who's actually got the time advantage. We'll see what Shuffler chooses to do. This could give him a nice time cushion. A little bit of health up, another devil deal. Guppy hype, no such luck. Krampus, so guaranteed free item at the end of this. A lump of coal for Fat Shuffler. As his shots travel further on screen, so the longer they stay out, they're going to grow further in size and also damage output. Ooh, boss getting hit there. Ouch. So back out to the last room he was in. And he's going to try a different one this time. Alright, like I said, that lump of coal for Shuffler will take it on down to the depths one. That, like I was saying, also gives him the time advantage now, as Boss has also lost that one up. So where are these boss fights going to be on Boss's side? Alright, Shuffler ripping on through greed there in that depths one store, so no way to spend his money quite yet. Maybe at this point we just hope for a judgy beggar. Although he may actually just check his next store too. He's got plenty of keys for it. He melted through greed the first time. He could do it again, no problem. Nope, if you die, you just reset back to the beginning. Alright, Kane's Eye to replace that Child's Heart. So instead of more heart spawns because of Child's Heart, Kane's Eye now, as Shuffler goes on to the next floor, gives you a 25% chance that it shows you the compass reveal. So good offhand chance of possibly being able to save some time. That's another question. Wow. Book of Shadows would be 12 seconds of invincibility. Guppy's Paw could be used up right now and get those, let's see, 9 extra soul hearts. A little early though, I don't know. It's only, well, it's really only one floor earlier on using those up. I may consider doing that as Shuffler. I may very well consider doing that. And there's a boss fight right away, so being that he saved himself a lot of hearts here, wow, that's tough, man. I don't know. Book of Shadows is nice, and especially because it'll save you those hearts that you did build, but do you want to get rid of all your red heart containers? We'll probably find out after this boss fight here for Shuffler. He'll head on in, find himself Gish, so no extra health up out of this. That may be your deciding factor right there. Because we know he's going to use up, once he gets the Polaroid, he's probably going to use up all those red heart containers anyways. Oh, guaranteed little Gish at the end of this Gish fight for Shuffler. That'll be a follower, kind of like Demon Baby, but this time will only fire when you do. He's going to shoot out those tar tears, kind of like the ones you're seeing at the bottom here, except just one of them. Excuse me again, sorry about that. Alright, how about Caves XL, please, on boss side? Like, seriously, at this point, man needs to find those boss fights, because this is getting ridiculous how big this floor is. Let's get a Caves, please, over on, or for boss, if you guys would. Wow, where are these boss fights at? Holy crap. This floor, man. This floor. Alright, so there's a little Gish like we were talking about. Answers that question for me. Kind of what I thought Shuffler would do. He's going to keep all of his red heart containers for the time being. And again, moving on down with Kane's, or, Kane's Eye did not fire off this time, so no map, well, no compass reveal, I should say. Caves, please. Sooner or later, and again, he found himself a dead end here, so what the bloody hell? This is a ridiculous layout. It's like the longest double hallway ever. And there we go with our last item room on Shuffler's side. Gonna wind up with Brother Bobby, yet another follower. Base damage tears, but again, more tears, more damage. So Shuffler will take that. The follower brigade follows behind him, and we're gonna have all sorts of tears on his side. Alright, looks like Boss gonna try up. Which way are we gonna split off of this room? The Lover's card, by the way, would spawn 2 red hearts for him, so he could full heal if he wants to, or needs to, I should say. See, Boss will work his way over to the middle here. Yeah, Caves, would you kindly... That's what we need. That's what we need as a sound clip for that. Caves, would you kindly? Judgy, would you kindly? Alright, come on, boss fights. Where's he gonna check? Wow, it's gotta be that lower left, isn't it? Because he checked the 2 top ones, now that I think this through. I believe boss checked those already up at the top, so he'll check over here to the bottom. It's gonna be somewhere. Oh, come on, boss fights. Watch it be straight up connected right here after 1 room. Or that's another dead end. Never mind, he didn't check one of those. I'll be damned. I thought he had checked both of those up top. Apparently, I'm wrong. So again, speaking of boss fight, Shuffler moving on into his mom's foot at this point. He's building up that huge advantage as boss keeps finding dead ends here. So he'll work his way back up to the top again. And it's going to be somewhere in the upper right-hand corner. By God, we're going to find these boss fights. Ooh, that sounds phenomenal right now, Crash. Oh my God, does that sound good. Dude, I haven't had good shrimp, let alone a po' boy, for frickin' ever. Oh man, does that sound good. Dang it, now I know what I have a craving for. Thanks. See what you've done? There we go, so boss finally coming across them. They were in the middle, how about that? Of all the places I didn't think about, there was that one other room right there, duh. So they were right in the middle, wow. Strange layout on that floor. Finally coming across the first of his 2 boss fights. Shuffler finishing off Mom's foot himself, gonna grab that Polaroid. Also gonna make sure that he uses up Guppy's paw. All blue hearts from here on out. 1 more key, 1 more soul heart. Polaroid now, every time Shuffler gets hit, would enact and give you a 5-second invincibility damage shield. He'll be moving on down to his womb 1. Freaking about time, Caves XL. Damn, sir. Damn to that Caves XL. A little bit of range up, not really needed. That 1 extra tier that you see popping out from boss will be affected by it, though. So it does still affect that tier going a little bit further. Doesn't help the Tech 2 whatsoever. Now it's Curse of the Labyrinth. Curse of the Lost adds extra rooms. Curse of the Labyrinth, which you can only get 1 curse, is the XL floor the boss got. Come on, soul hearts. Shuffler's gonna be good without him, so he's giving up on gambling here. He's gonna keep the Polaroid anyways. If he were to get another trinket out of there, maybe the only thing he'd consider replacing the Polaroid with, I would say, actually 2 things. He'd consider Cancer for the double fire rate, but he'd definitely consider Curved Horn if that were to show up for the damage up. Not gonna bother with it anymore. He'll keep that damage shield. Yeah, it's more like Curse of the Lost Labyrinths, basically. That's true. It's almost like 2 happened at once. Like, that is a ridiculous Caves XL floor. Boss got really screwed there. Finally finishing it off, though, as he's got just this 1 more enemy to worry about. Ah, sweet, sweet relief. A little bit of fire rate increase for boss. He'll move on finally down to his depths. Ah. No more caves. No more caves. God, does that feel nice. So again, with another XL floor. Oh, Lord. And it's Necropolis. Oh God, man. Boss's game hates him right now, doesn't it? Dear Lord. So another XL floor here, and it's the expansion version of the depths, which is brutal from time to time. So, to this find. See, Child's Heart, more red heart spawns for boss. Speaking of those, he'll use that Lover's card, give himself those 2 red hearts and full heal. Yeah, Edmund. I think it's actually at that point Florian. Gotta give credit or blame where it's due, guys. Ooh, let's get a judgy please over on Shuffler's side. Wow, that was fast. How about another red health container? Thank you very much, Guppy Spot, making that into 3 blue hearts. Hey, what's up, Frank? How you doing? I swear at some point that gnat's gonna fly right in front of me and I'm gonna be able to kill it, but it's being a troll and hanging out by my TV, which is way away from me. And let's get yet another judgy please over on Shuffler's side. My God. All the gambling forever. Golden key would be infinite keys for the floor. Totally not needed. Ladder, also totally not needed. Second time today we've seen that happen. gee thanks game, he's already got flying. But again, doesn't matter much. Shuffler on into his first boss fight here in the womb. He's going to be facing double Loki. Well, Loki 2, let me rephrase that. It's basically 2 half Lokis, but yeah, same difference. Ooh, boss losing that second life there, so that Headless Horseman, well, the head of the Headless Horseman basically taking him out. So all the way back down to the beginning. A little bit of range up, though, for Shuffler. He's moving on to what could be his last floor, looking for a 1-0 lead. That wasn't a reset, guys. He had to because he died. When you die and you don't have any way to live any longer, you have to go back to the beginning. That's how games work. Yeah, boss basically got stuck with a large March challenge last round. It's like, here's another XL floor. Here's another one. Like, oh, Jesus, God almighty. Really? Like, we did not need that, but okay. He dealt with it well enough. It was all he could do to get through those rooms, man. Like, at Tech 2, yeah, it's okay, but if you don't get damage up on it, it's just okay. Ooh, and there's that boss fight find on Shuffler's side, so looking to grab himself a 1-0 lead. Working on 11 heart containers, make that 10. But again, every time you see that he gets hit, because he does not have any red hearts, he actually gets that 5-second damage shield. So heading on in, looking to fight Mom's heart, and again, looking for that 1-0 lead if he can. Here's the fun part, as he's placing bombs down, sometimes his followers are trolling him by shooting him a little far out of range. I gotta love when that happens. So again, there's that damage shield every time Shuffler gets hit. Alright, to about the 50% mark. Wow, those followers almost shot the bomb out of the way once again. Working on still almost 10 bombs here on Shuffler's side. Looking pretty. And already to the point where, in this next round, if I'm not mistaken, he ought to keep Mom's heart out to the point where it'll stay out the rest of the time. When those red shots appear, look just like that. There you see, excuse me, she will stay out. I almost said he. Don't think that's a dude. Nothing about that says guy. Anywho, so last little bit of damage here on Shuffler's side. Crump 7 day, ladies and gentlemen. On that note, there you see, as soon as everything clears out, you see the light up and the way down, you got yourself a 1-0 lead. So very nicely done on Shuffler's side. We're going to get them both reset, which is why at this point it didn't matter. The boss just got jumped on by those guys. Either way, though, very nicely done. That was a heck of a scary build for a second or two, but it worked out well. Oh my lord, I saw that the other night too. Like, what the hell? Oh, yeah. I've got a thing to say about that. Okay, sorry, I had to. I was trying to think of something, and it was on the fly. I had to. Anyways, like I was saying, give us about 2 minutes here. We're going to get them both reset. We'll wind up resetting both racers and get them both into their starting groups that they want. We'll get round number 2 underway in a couple minutes here. So hang tight, guys. We'll be right back with you. Alright, we're back and we're clear, so we got round number 2 just about to start up here. I'll get that flip back over, and as you can see, Thefatshuffler, excuse me, sorry about that again. Thefatshuffler, one of last year's playoff contestants, got a 1-0 lead right now over TheBoss10987, who got kinda screwed over there by not really getting anything with damage. Again, Shuffler didn't have much, but just that little bit of extra makes a huge difference in these races, as you just saw. So again, putting up a really good fight there, Boss, still with a really good chance, obviously. That was not out of left field that he could have still won there, but all he needed was some sort of damage, and oh, I don't know, maybe not a like 30 floor caves, or 30 room caves XL. That might have helped. So again, wasn't really that far out of it, believe it or not. Just a matter of bad luck timing. But again, we'll get round number 2 started up here at their convenience. And again, best of luck to both guys. They're going to race through the Womb 2 again. There they go. They're off and racing. Speaking of Tech 2, oh, now Thefatshuffler's got it. So we'll see it one more time being used here. And Shuffler's going to start off his run with that perma-fire and laser. We got the distant sorry, I always say that wrong. Forever Alone attack fly for the boss, which is that blue fly orbiting around. That'll damage anything it comes in contact with. So already more damage up than he had the entire last run. And he'll put that to use against Gemini by leaving it just barely in place. You can almost work the orbital of, or the orbit range of that and put it to use for you. You just gotta know what you're doing with it. And you can see double Geminis going on. Slightly different fights. We have, well, actually both are technically champion versions. But again, on the green one, they're automatically split up to begin with. Because I don't always have my headset on. Keep in mind, I don't have to listen to myself, too, so I don't have to worry about listening to the soundtrack over and over. I just turn it off. Alright, bad trip hill for one on Shuffler's side. Uh-oh, we found telepills again. So he'll right back into his boss for him here. Let's see, wire code anger, couple fire rate increase for the boss, and he'll head down to his second floor. Shuffler definitely going to take that other bad trip hill with him, I'd assume. Let's find out what this other is first. Ooh, movement speed down. So that bad trip hill, again, because he's Isaac and not the blue baby, can't kill him. So when he gets down to one red heart fill in his containers left, that actually becomes a full health pill for Thefatshuffler. Alright, boss moving into his room of significance to end the floor. Gonna fight Famine in here, and we all know what to do. Let's all say, to Famine if you would. Thank you for getting that, Petey. And everybody else who got that way terrible joke that I just made too in chat. Thank you guys for getting that. Ooh, boss with that devil deal, look at this. 2 really good items. He's gonna take Brimstone though, again down to just the 1 red heart, but big shot changer there for the boss. Ooh, and Spoonbender, so would be a shot changer on Thefatshuffler's side. You see, he still has 1 tier where that technology laser isn't. So he still gets the 1 homing purple tier out of it. But again, big shot changer for the boss. Again, here's the issue. No key to get into that item room yet. But that's why I say that is one of my favorite items in Brimstone. Like, that thing is gold for me. Ooh, range down. Totally not a problem for the boss. He still keeps max range on Brimstone anyways. Ooh, down to just that 1 heart here, so let's see. We need a key. He needs in that item room. Bomb's a bomb, which he can use for this item rock here. Oh, wait a second, though. See if he can't happen across the key with this 1 last room. See, Shuffler gonna grab Patchin' Boy. A couple of cents here, 7 in this case. So let's see those yes crowns. 1 more soul heart for him, and moving on down to his caves. And of course my TV turned off. There we go, now I can see again. And aha, boss found his key right as he needed it. Trading out that bomb for the key with the item rock, and he'll head right up onto his, oh, I didn't even see that item rock there, but he'll head right up to his item room. Oh, gee, thanks. So the portable slot machine's gonna allow him to gamble on the run if he wants to. Maybe a good way to find, just like that, more bombs where you can get into your item rocks. So actually, this has already paid off for the boss. Quite well, actually, as he's getting 2 soul hearts out of this deal. So actually, I take back what I said. That slot machine, 1 penny, has gotten him 2 soul hearts and an extra chest out of there, so that's worked out well so far. So he'll be on down to his caves. He's got a regular version as opposed to Shuffler's, expansion catacombs version of the floor. And still no key for boss, so that item room at the moment still off limits to him. Ooh, High Priestess card for Shuffler. That'll come in handy. That'll stomp Mom's foot down, do a mass amount of damage. Yes, it would, Saber. Had to read that through a few times to make sure I got that right, but yes, it would. Ooh, blood bag, how about that? So Shuffler really taking not too big of a risk, honestly. I forgot about that bad trip pill, like a full health that he has. Playing that blood machine, though, 1 time, getting the blood bag out of it, so plus speed and plus 1 heart container. So looking even nicer there. Alright, Lucky Toe going to be 10% more chance of item spawning. And again, if you open up an item rock now, we got 10% more chance of getting another either key or soul heart out of that, for example. So you could get 3 out of each. Yeah, Razor Blade would up your damage at the cost of 1 of your red hearts. Shuffler going to take it with and replace that D6. Might as well check out the store at this point as he accidentally opened it. And buy that key back. He isn't going to worry about the notch pickaxe. That thing is damn worthless to him. And he'll head on over to the middle here looking for that boss fight. Again, boss in the caves too at the moment. There's that boss fight for Shuffler. We got the boss on the right working on that caves too, so 1 floor ahead still here. Alright, the hollow for Shuffler. He's definitely, I was going to say, that's almost guaranteed Mom's foot happening here. So getting the golden version, as you notice, each time you kill one of those parts of the hollow, going to drop a coin for you. So even more money for Shuffler. And didn't get so lucky that he hit both of the hollows at the same time, but did good enough damage. Hey, you can get a use out of it once per room, Haku, technically. So let's say that, well, okay, they both have bombs, but, okay, let's put this situation out there. Let's say Boss had that, winds up, for whatever reason, replacing his 3 bombs with 3 keys with the bombs or key pill. So now let's say you got the notch pickaxe and you have maybe 1 red heart remaining or something like that. And you got 1 item rock sitting in a room. Maybe that becomes worth it. Maybe you get 2 soul hearts out of that and you get a little bit of safety on that side. So, you know what I mean? Like, you can find a few couple, 1 or 2 uses, tops, out of it. But again, it's got some use. Yeah, no, totally. I see what you're saying, Haku. It's a crappy item. I still have no real use for it. But at the same point, you could find a, okay, glass is half full situation like that. In that case, glass being half empty. But again, it'd be rare, but you could find a use for it where it actually would help you. Yeah, it's not useless, just awful. There you go. I like that explanation by Talon. Ooh, look at this. We're both in the same room here as we got both of our Caves 2 boss fights. Shuffler gonna go find his item room, though. Again, boss already has, though, no key to get into it for him. A little bit more health, so 1 red and 2 soul hearts there for the boss. Also got himself another devil deal, in which we're gonna find... yeah, I'd probably pass on both. So Bloodlust on the left would have, as boss killed off enemies, given him half a damage up per enemy kill per room. Got up to a maximum of about 3 damage increase. Excuse the hiccups again. Every time I'm trying to explain items, never fails. The other one being the dead cat, so 9 lives at 1 red heart apiece. A little too risky to be taking something like that. You're not going to find the other cat items at this point, most likely speaking. So not even worth the risk on boss's side, leaving both of them behind. Shuffler going to move on into his Carrion Queen fight. And again, immediately use that Razor Blade, so ups his damage for the room by taking his skin off. It seems really disgusting, but it's exactly what happens. Yeah, no keys, only tears, man. Alright, a little bit of health up and shot speed increase on that 1 random tier you'll see from time to time coming out the left side of Shuffler's head. And he'll be on down to his depths 1. So Curse of the Lost adds extra rooms onto his expansion version, the Necropolis. And again, using that random teleport, not so random actually, next room over. That's the 3rd time tonight we've seen that happen. Ooh, all sorts of money, 12 cents out of a great chest. Boss up to 48 on his side, also finding his boss fight to finish off depths 1 if he wants to. Yeah, that troll and telefill. God, you gotta love when that happens. So again, boss holding onto a world card as well. It'll be a full map and compass reveal, whatever floor he uses that on. Again, working on war at the moment, so we'll wind up with a 2nd cube of meat adding onto the one he has as he's charging Brimstone and holding the button down. That's gonna fire now from his orbital, what will be Meat Boy's head instead of the cube of meat. So it'll still block shots, still damage anything it touches, but more importantly, will also fire out that tier. Yeah, right, can we get a money equals power now? Like something? Where we could actually afford it for that matter. Whoa, that was a little bit glitchy. So War fell off of his horse in the doorway and thankfully teleported out. Here's the issue for the boss. He doesn't have the speed while he's charging Brimstone to keep War from not hugging him. That is a faceplant waiting to happen, so he's gonna hope that War stays just far enough away now. 1 more shot, he's gonna take a little more damage. There we go. And again, no, that last shot was not a glitch. It was because boss took damage as he fired it off that it looked like that glitch. He's perfectly fine. That was okay. So before anybody worries, that was a legit thing right there. That happens all the time randomly. It's just a graphical glitch, nothing else. Alright, so on down into his depths too. Another Necropolis version for the boss. Ugh, to that. Again, sitting at those full health red. Wow, I'm tripping on words. Boss sitting at 3 red heart containers. Herpity dur, crump speak English. Good. First language learned. God. Love having dyslexia sometimes. Alright, Eve's Birdfoot. Not the greatest of things, but when you have no trinket, you might as well. Get damage, you got a chance that it brings out Eve's Dead Bird instead of the 100% guaranteed chance if you have the legitimate item. And yes, both of those can be in the same room at the same time. We have seen that more often than not this year. It's kind of crazy, actually, but we've seen that a lot this year. Alright, Shuffler in, as we call it, that room. Thankfully, he's gotten 1 more bomb, so he can get through over to these other 3. He'll not worry about the other 2 on the room. There is that item room for him. And there's that bad trip becoming a full health bill for Shuffler, so back up to 5 full red hearts on his side. Again, we'll see what's in his item room momentarily here for Depths 1. 1 floor behind the boss here. Lemon mishap, so that would spill out lemonade. It's probably not lemonade. Either way, that would spill out something that looks like lemonade in a circular pattern on the ground. Let's call it like we see it, it's urine. Anyways, it would spill that out. If any enemy walks through, it would take damage. And again, you can actually utilize that against Mom's Foot. Those closed doors still take damage if you line it up correctly. with another of that room. Shuffler gonna get onto the other side here. Might as well grab those extra bombs. So 7 now on his side. He's been making out like a bandit here, bomb-wise. Again, Boss running a little risky on depths 2, finding his mom's foot fight. 1 heart left on his side, though. Again, speaking of those boss fights, there's Shuffler, so just this one other room to clear. I swear that gnat is gonna die the second I see it. If that gets close to me, you're gonna die, buddy. It wants to be by my TV. I think the gnat's interested in the race, honestly. So 1.5 hearts on Boss's side. Oh god, for his mom's foot fight, regular Grey Mom. The oh god was for the left side, as Shuffler's fighting against the Mask of Infamy. So thankfully, with piercing shots on that laser, he's going to be able to not worry about positioning on the mask itself, but still a troll of a boss fight. Also, anytime now that heart can die off, oh my god, Shuffler does not have really good damage here. There we go. So now the mask can take direct damage. Yeah, damn masks. Love those Dan emotes. My god, he's got some good ones. Alright, halfway through on Mom's foot over on the right side for the boss. And again, I'd love to tell you how far into that boss fight we are for Shuffler, but no health bar. Can't really help you here. He's pretty close to having it, I don't want to say pretty close, but he's close enough to having it dead. He's been doing a lot of damage to the mask. Ooh, boss down at half a heart on his side. Nothing else can touch him here at this point. Nice job clearing out those extra enemies. That's exactly what you need to do in that situation. Anytime now, there we go. Mask dead. A little bit of health up for Shuffler. He'll be moving on down to his depths too. And boss with just that last little bit of damage is going to have to worry about hitting the foot itself and not one of the eyeballs, because if that shadow appears and you kill off the eyeball, guess what? The foot hits you. Doesn't matter where you are, it's going to hit you. So played it very safe there, actually got kind of lucky with the kill. All sorts of random pills, let's see. 2 that do absolutely nothing with I found pills and ate them. 2 range down pills. Gee thanks, game. They'll take the world card with them. 1.5 hearts, 3 containers, moving on down to the womb on Boss's side. Alright, more pills for boss. God dang, tier rate down. Not what he needs either. He's still going to hold on to that world card. Keep in mind, 56 cents. Boss can do a lot of gambling if he needs to without even having to find an arcade. So this could still pay off well. He could get a lot of heals out of that if he needs to, but still has to get lucky. Alright, let's see. Necronomicon. Little bit better way to replace that Razor Blade, especially low health on Shuffler's side. So that'll be a death card usage whenever he opens up the, well, it's the Book of the Dead. What do you expect? So it's going to do, I think, 40 damage to everything in the room. And boss of that half a red heart, you saw the Polaroid in act form, gives you 5 seconds of damage shield. That's gone, though, so again, has to worry about that. There we go. That demon baby, or the angel baby, I guess, is the big worry in that room. Because those will spawn up underneath you. Heck, ask Wolf. He'll tell you. Those things are absolute trolls. Alright, Shuffler moving on into his mom's foot fight. Wait for this when the eyes open up. There we go. Oh, I'm surprised he didn't Necronomicon. There we go. Now he used it. Making sure he got rid of a bunch of extra enemies on that screen, so he's down to 1 heart on his side. There's that world card again on bosses he's still holding on to. He keeps finding other stuff, and thankfully up at a full red heart now, thanks to that slot machine. Or up at full red hearts, I should say. Excuse me, I made that singular. Ooh, Shuffler getting smacked by Mom's hand. He's back down to the beginning. Ooh, nice new start there for Shuffler. Stigmata gives you plus damage and plus 1 heart container. So starting off his new run nice. Man, boss finding his womb on boss fight almost instantaneously. Only made the one wrong turn here. Excuse me again, sorry. Again, that fun little, it's not a glitch, by the way, it's just a graphical thing. But again, as you take damage when you're firing off Brimstone, you do it just in the right pattern. That's going to actually hit you a few times. Or it looks like it hits a few times, even though it doesn't. So Shuffler just ripping on through Widow here. Again, one well-timed bomb will actually do that for you. Already finished one extra enemy to take care of. Boss looking for heals. Come on, red hearts. Bombs are cool, too. Ooh, a little bit more damage, so more damage up with the pentagram on Shuffler's side. Also gets your curse level? Yeah, I said that right. Gets your curse level raised up, so more chance of devil deals. Come on, red hearts. Boss actually almost over halfway through the money he started off with here. It's still looking for another heal. Just in case we got Conquest. I'm just going to head on in. Oh, good, and he lucked out on this one. It's not Conquest, so we got a pretty easy boss fight here in Trachna, aka Daddy Longlegs. Alright, still no item room showing up on Shuffler, so we'll deal with Lust really quickly here. Again, that damage up on this first couple floors has been very nice for him. Boss, ooh, I was gonna say trying to gamble actually lost that charge on his Brimstone because of doing so, and he's hitting down back to the beginning. So, those cheap legs, that's what happens when you're gambling too, because it'll stop you just long enough where that leg will be like, oh, cool, something I can hit, and stomp right down on you. So let's see, fire rate increase for Shuffler, bad gas, obviously that poison cloud. Alright, shot speed increase means your shots travel faster on screen. Boss gonna grab that Eternal Heart now, actually, and go looking for his item room. I would have saved that till he was clear of this floor, because he's got no protection for it. So if you come across a cursed room, yeah, like I was saying, if you come across a cursed room, there's no way you can go in without losing that now. So let's see, PhD on Shuffler's side. Nothing but good or neutral pills for him from here on out, and he'll also be able to tell exactly what they are. So let's see, no curse room luck attached to his secret room, though. That's a little bit better luck. Ankh, if you do die, Shuffler's basically got a 1-up. He'll come back to life as the blue baby. Alright, Black Bean, not the greatest of items, but if Boss does get hit, he's going to wind up doing a poison fart. That'll again add poison onto anything nearby in the area. And again, he will get that 1 heart container out of his Eternal Heart he's holding on to. And that'll be his 4th as he moves on to his 2nd floor here. Come on, Flash, there you go. Always takes a second to load that stupid little screen. See, Squeezy for Shuffler, more fire rate increase, 2 more soul hearts. He's on down to his Caves 1. So immediate item room, no key for it for Shuffler. It trolled him slightly there by actually spawning one that he couldn't get to. Again, the beauty of this game, it knows what it's doing. You need a key, it'll spawn it, it just won't let you get to it. Why don't I let him reroll every single item? Watch somebody do a D6 run of a game and tell me how long it takes. That's why. Being that we're doing best 2 out of 3s, each race would take about 6 hours. So 16 races a week at 6 hours puts you just shy of 100 per week, which last I checked is 2 full-time jobs plus about half time on another job. So no. About the only reason we can't right there, because I would literally be dead. Like, I already put in a good 80 hours a week on this, but if you jump that up another, like, 60, now you're pushing 140, which, let me do math, there's barely more than that in a week, so I'd pretty well be screwed right there. Is what, 168 a week? Did I do that math right? Yeah, wow. Good God, Crumps did math on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. Run away. I'm scared now. How the hell did that happen? Anyways, but yeah, I'd basically have no free time whatsoever if we tried doing that. Like, being the one of our racers is Cobalt Streak, imagine him D6 running. Yeah, it'd be way different than this. So let's see. Oh, God, these devil deals on Boss's side tonight. No thanks on those. So 9 lives Dead Cat again, and Brother Bobby, both of which not really that great or useful. He'll leave them both behind, keep his 4 hearts, move on down to his caves 1. And Shuffler's still looking for a key for that item room here if he can come across one. No such luck yet. One more room? Hey, there we go. He's got bombs for it too, so there's your key. Find out what Shuffler gets. He'll be on into his boss fight right afterwards. Do my math homework. No, you don't want me to do that, trust me. You don't want that. Actually, if it's algebra, you do. Anything above that, like geometry? No. No. Theorems, man. No thanks. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, no problem. You start getting me theorems, we're failing. Anyways, we got Lucky Foot now on Shuffler's side, so again, nothing but good or neutral pills. Won't be able to tell what they are from him. Also, when you gamble, I was going to say, watch what you do there, because you damn near reset his run. That's why when you pause, you got to be real careful knowing your buttons, because he damn near reset himself there. And there you see those poison farts on Boss's side. Speaking of bosses, he'll be fighting his Caves 1 boss in Gertie. And again, if you don't know what a theorem is, you're probably not going to pass geometry either. Just letting you know. Alright, look-up pills there for Shuffler. And is he going to bother with the other one? He's trying to find keys, so maybe that's bombs or key pill. Let's find out if he gets that lucky. Nope, bad gas. We already had those. So let's see, might as well check that cursor, being that Shuffler can't get to the item. Couple of flies, we'll always take the extra damage. No keys yet though, so we'll keep searching on along here. And boss at that risky half a health right now. Oh, come on, I thought he was clear of that when he moved down. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna call hitbox BS on that, but I thought Boss was clear of that shot. Wow. So Boss back down to the beginning again. I swear he was clear. Mind you, that was like frame perfect, but I thought he was clear. Yep, for the playoffs, whoever's got the home field advantage, actually. So, like let's put this a different way in case you're not good with sports. Basically, I can't even say who's ever got the better record. That's not right either. It's the general way to look at it. Let's just say it like this. Whoever's got the highest seeding in the playoffs going into their matchup, in any of the playoff matchups, is actually going to be able to choose what race or what character they use for the race. Also going to be able to add in rules. So, like, let's say one of the racers, and again, here we'll get to the other tricky part of this in a second, but let's say that one of the racers wants to race as Eve, knowing that who they're facing absolutely hates that character. So they get really good with Eve. They say, okay, we're going to race as Eve, and there's no banned items, for example. Something like that. Basically, every single one of those playoff matches, the person with the home field advantage, the better seed, gets to choose those things. The interesting part is the person with the lower seed doesn't find out until race time. So they have no way to practice for what's coming up that week. So that's why in the regular season, it's really important to get all the wins that you can, get the highest seeding that you can, and thusly have a better chance of being able to make those rolls. All right, a little more range up there for Shuffler. Again, he'll be moving on down to depths. We got Boss moving on down to his second floor here. It's not a speedrun at all. Speedruns wouldn't ban any of the items. We're just doing a competition to see who can actually finish it first between the two of them. People do it with Minecraft, for God's sake, and people bitch that this game can't be raced. Like, we've been doing it for 2 years, and it's working out just fine. So, like, let's recap. People race Minesweeper. People race Minecraft. And you don't think we can race Isaac? Okay. Again, I race Final Fantasy IV against the guy with the world record in it for speedruns. So you see that Sun card usage on Shuffler's side. Gonna grab Rusty Key, which is more chance of key spawns. Ooh, interesting. So might as well replace your D20 at this point. He's only got the one more floor to use anything with it. So we'll replace it for the D20 here, which again will reroll anything on the ground, such as hearts, bombs, coins, keys, cards, trinkets, chests, open or not, doesn't matter. But you can reroll all sorts of stuff. Maybe get something like some health up that you might need, or some extra bombs, maybe in the case of Shuffler, keys. Here's the good way to use it. Walk into your secret rooms. If you got change in there, you got a lot of items now. So let's see, a couple of pills. Shuffler going to also grab some range up out of these, so luck up and range up there. He'll leave behind the safety cap, which would have been more chance of pill spawns, and keep that rusted key because he's going to need more than the 2 keys here. That'd be my guess. Oh, people are racing anything. People race Spelunky. That game's random as hell too, so it's all just about having fun. That's the important thing. You play video games to have fun, guys. Like, yeah, we're doing a quote-unquote competition here, but at the same point, we're having fun with it. So last I checked, if you're not playing video games to have fun, you might be kind of missing the entire point of it. And that's exactly why we're here, is having fun. And yeah, there's competition involved, but guess what? There kind of always is. There's leaderboards on games where you can't actually, or theoretically race it, but same theory, you're basically racing for a high score in that. We're just racing to see who kills Mom's heart first, best 2 out of 3. Ah, mod for seeded runs. Okay, didn't even see that. I wouldn't do it. Wouldn't even consider it. Alright, and another range uphill, so Shuffler's got to be about capped out on his range here. Oh my god, again? So he's gonna have to fight the Mask of Infamy again, this time with no piercing shots, so enjoy this fight. Oh god. Well, that's the thing, like, at some point when, like, anything that you're doing, even for a job, becomes not fun to you, like, why are you still doing it, would be my question. There's limits, obviously, like, if it's your job and you have to pay your bills, obviously I understand, but when it's a video game, like, if you're not having fun with said video game, why are you still playing it? That'd be my question. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, same thing that you were just talking about there. Like, it may be taken too much as a job sometime, and like, yeah, technically video games are my job, but I don't take them that seriously either, so. And you may want to get right behind the mask, but when you're down at half a heart, you may also want to try to be at the other side of the room and not have him be able to beeline for you. Like that. So Shuffler down, back outside the room, gonna have to deal with this entire fight again. This time is the blue baby. So, and also a champion version. Ugh. So this heart's gonna have a little bit extra health on it. Also fires out those 4 purple homing shots. Yeah, so if it wasn't bad enough before, now let's champion version it. Not what you needed. Alright, nicely timed and placed bomb on that one. That'll do a lot of damage to Mask. Ooh, there we go again. Nice. 2 bombs against him. Come on, stay there, Mask. There we go. So a little bit of health up. Again, health up on Blue Baby becomes 1 soul heart. Ah, Shuffler really wishes that he had 3 soul hearts right now. Can't even take either of them, but wants that knife. Whap, whap. So nothing else he can do. He's on down to his depths too. Going on a Caves 1 boss fight here on Boss's side. Yet to find his item room. No key for it either. Alright, Champion Gertie just about dead over on Boss's side, so he's dang near done with this Caves 1, unless he winds up with a key out of an item box here. I don't know that he's heading for his item room either. Why would we change the rules 16 weeks into a 17-week regular season, guys? So what we should do is keep it the same, because again, all the racers voted on it, so unless you're a racer, what we should do is what they voted on, guys. You really got to think about how you phrase things, because no, we shouldn't. So again, Shuffler down back to the beginning on his side. And he'll start off his new run with something good again. Damage and movement speed increase. Wow, 3 of the same pills in that cursor. Oh god, and they're all telepills. Oh lord. So Shuffler knows what his telepills look like now. Be very, very afraid, people. Again, there's 2 more in there, but I don't think he's going back in. Now that would be changing it, cats. That's the whole point, is we have the same set 32 racers that are 16 weeks into a regular season that last 17 regular season weeks, so why would we do different types of races now? That makes it completely unbalanced and unfair. So no, we're not going to change it. And again, like I said, unless you're one of the racers and you actually get to vote on what's going on, what we should do is whatever they choose. And again, Shuffler taking down Famine, gonna grab himself that item rock as well. 1 cube of meat, 2 more soul hearts, and he'll be on down to his 2nd floor. Right after check-in. Again, he has no key, so he is gonna go grab one of those soul or telepills, isn't he? Yes, he is. Again, at this point for Shuffler, I wouldn't have picked up the soul hearts either. I would have taken the half red heart damage. And we only go to Mom's Heart in the regular season because there's 16 races a week, and I'm the only one that commentates them. So again, basically, my voice couldn't handle doing it anymore. Playoffs we go further, but regular season we only go through the heart. Because that glitch wouldn't be allowed. There was no risk involved with it. So again, still no key here on Shuffler's side. Let's see, maybe we get one out of the center of that if nothing else. There's that burnt penny paying off for the boss as he picks up coins thanks to that second pennies. You also get a chance now that you're going to get a bomb to spawn. So I'll put that to good use right here. Grab himself that bomb back. Also 1 soul heart. Ooh, hello money. Alright, with that key, Shuffler finally going to get back into the side and rim. Let's see what he gets for a second. Ugh, that hourglass again would slow down time, movement speed, and shot speed of enemies. But again, also doubles up some of their shots. You have to be really, really careful with that. No, it's taking all the time immunity. Again, false information, guys. Let's not spread it about the racers, because when you're wrong, you're really wrong. Now, they take it all the time. People don't worry about the, you know, like, oh, you're not going to get special items out of it. It's a race. You're trying to get through the womb 2 first, not worried about, like, I need to build the absolute best build that I possibly can. You're trying to kill off mom's heart first, guys. There's a huge difference between this and doing a race, or doing a run, I should say, of your own free will. When you get to D6 everything, try to get exactly what you want. These guys take what they get from a certain point. So again, it's a huge difference between a racing mentality and actually doing a normal run. So you'll see them leave behind a lot of stuff, not use bombs where you think they would, not look for secret rooms where you think they would, things of that nature. That's race mentality. Yep, that teleport, not so useful. Every now and then it does not exactly help you out. They've been really useful this year, but teleports, they're random, as you can tell. And on an XL floor, there's a lot of rooms for it to choose from. And there you see that time slow down, so everything's moving slower. There's the speed back for him. Okay, here's the funny part, guys. I haven't dropped a single frame. Aw, somebody's pissy with me. Whap whap. Again, guys, I haven't dropped a single frame. Welcome to your internet connection suck and you need to reset. Sorry. Again, if it's lagging, just try resetting, guys. Talking about it in chat won't do a goddamn thing for you. Alright, Emperor Card can make this floor a heck of a lot shorter on Shuffler's side. He can teleport right into his 2 back-to-back boss fights if he wants to. Alright, so Gertie about halfway done here. Again, like I said, that's definitely going to change up this floor. Look how far away that was for Shuffler. You're talking minimally. Let's see. I'm math good. 1, 2, 3. We get over there. That's going to be up above him, I think. Oh, shoot. Which way is that going to break? We'll find out. Shuffler may actually have one other random room in here, because which one of those is going to be the other legitimate boss door, and which one takes him out to the hallway? So either 4 rooms or 5 rooms, depending on which way it would have gone. And obviously not going to find that second item room here. Shuffler may just be happy enough to skip on without it. So let's see. Diana's Crown, as we call it, Pageant Boy. So lots of money, including that dime chime. Let's try this way. It is your second boss fight. Aha! I was thinking it'd be the other way around. So Chad this time for Shuffler. He'll wind up with little Chad at the end of it. Oh, excuse me. Boss working around in Depths 1 at the moment. Necropolis version of the floor. Sadly can't get to that key, which he kinda needs. All sorts of money for him, though. Again, every time he picks up coins, that burnt penny adding a chance that he gets bombs out of it. So 40 cents, 10 bombs now, 0 keys. Thankfully, he's gotten into his item room already. And again, has got that doctor's remote, so one-time use of Epic Fetus. 1 or 2 more shots here for Shuffler. There we go. We'll wind up with a little Chad. Every couple of rooms he clears out, that's going to spawn half a red heart for him. Yep, Season 3, we don't really have pretty much any info on yet, other than this. Basically, by the way, we're waiting out a loading screen on Shuffler's side. Come on, Flash. But anyway, Season 3, basically information we know. Public signups again, just like we had this year. The 12 people that get into the playoffs in this season have a way back if they want it next season. They don't have to take it, obviously, but if they want back in, they're back in. Ooh, on that note, XL floor for Shuffler really quick. So he's got 2 depths floors combined together into one. Hello, Cancer on Boss's side. He's got enough bombs. He'll replace that and double up his fire rate, which, by the way, will also overcap you. So again, back to what I was saying. Public signups again. The 12 people that get into the playoffs have ways back if they want it, leaving at least 20 open spots to play in for next season. So there's going to be very minor restrictions as far as like what you have to do as far as broadcasting it. But as long as people meet those requirements, you can play in the play-in tournament. And it's, God, I can't even imagine how crazy that's going to be. Being that we had about 100 people sign up this year, it's going to be worse for next season. Yeah, that play-in tournament's going to be nuts. So I would prepare if I were you guys. I would really prepare. Other than that, though, basically, yeah, we're going to play and we're going to use Rebirth when that does come out, which means we don't have an exact date on next season or signups for that matter yet either. So all about timing on when those actually get released. By the way, another Mask of Infamy here for the boss. This I would actually, there we go, I was going to say I'd follow him around. You can see that targeting, stay on him, there we go. So that targeting, boss was doing himself there, and that's the doctor's remote. One-time use of Epic Fetus, you can see why we banned that item, because every one of your tiers would do that. Little bit ridiculous, right? So that's why Epic Fetus is banned. But again, the one-time use like that, perfectly okay, because it takes 3 rooms to charge that item. How about another dime? Holy crap, 2 of diamonds, we're at 99 cents for the boss. Come on, money equals power. Please, please, please. Boss wants to see some money equals power right about now. Ooh, another Curse of Darkness, so no mini-map here in the depths, too. Again, Shuffler finding his item room. Excuse me again, sorry about that. In his Depths XL. So just like his cave, same thing. 2 floors jammed together into one here. He'll find a second item room if he looks for it. Also going to find those same 2 back-to-back boss fights. Not the same fights, but the same type of 2 back-to-back boss fights, I should say. Anyways, 5 more bombs, poison effects on all those, as well as every other bomb from here on out, including enemy bombs for Shuffler. So again, that's not too big of a deal. You can't take poison, so you don't have to worry about that. Bombs are still just bombs for enemies. No, we're using the base game. We're not using a cheat engine for a league. And of course the fun of being on a league Saturday. I know days. Totally, I know days. Crumps needs more sleep. Because it's totally Sunday. Anyways, let me pause it and pause bosses momentarily after he gets through this room. That'll catch him up to live. Alright, Shuffler finding his second item room over on the left side, meaning he's just got the 2 boss fights left to find on the depths. Let me get through this real quick. Probably missed what he gets in there. Oh, cool, we did still see a Temperance card for boss. So that'll spawn a heart machine whenever he uses it. And there's that item room finally. So again, same item room that Shuffler just walked himself out of. Oh, excuse me again, sorry about that. So again, now he's holding onto the burnt penny that Boss had earlier on. And also with Mom's Purse has actually 2 trinket spots, so he's going to be able to grab a second one, in this case the Polaroid most likely, at the end of his Mom's foot fight. Boss's last item room going to produce the peeper, so that'll pop one of his eyeballs out. That'll float around the room as you can see, just like the peep fight. And again, that also moves bombs. You have to be kind of wary of it, but as you can see, it's going to damage anything it comes in contact with. If I was typing to be able to get this in there. Jeez, why does my mouse keep disappearing on there? There we go. What's up, Rocket? How you doing, man? Alright, Hangman will allow Shuffler to fly for whatever room he uses that. Not too big of a deal at the moment, but if he needs to be able to dodge somewhere, that's going to come in extremely handy. Let alone if he saves it all the way to the Mom's heart fight. Again, you won't have to worry about the blood on the ground. So we'll see if any of the other bosses up until then actually give him trouble like that. But chances are he'll hold on to it for there. Alright, and speaking of Mom's foot, we got that on Boss's side. So Shuffler coming across a library. Let's see. Doesn't need his keys for anything else. Might as well try. Oh, there we go. Finally a good way to replace your, excuse me again. Sorry. Terribly sorry about the hiccups if you hear those. Anyways, Book of BOILeR is going to be a damage multiplier on your tiers, so good way to replace the hourglass there for Shuffler. And again, he's just looking for boss fights yet at this point. Boss himself working on Mom's foot. Regular gray version means nothing but regular level enemies spawning here. Again, this is what we normally originally thought was the end of the game the first time you play this. You're just like, cool, I just won the game. And then it's like, no, you totally didn't. And then you realize, oh god, there's so much more to do. I still remember seeing a few people like, cool, I beat it, right? Like, yeah, no, play it again, dude, trust me. Like, okay, I just beat, why is there a way down now? Oh no, there's more. And it gets so much worse from here. I love watching people play it the first time and watching that realization of like, what do you mean I didn't win? Wait, you mean that was just the first? How many times do I have to beat this? Wait, how many? Yes, God forbid the internet be the internet. Guys just have to get over lag. It's gonna happen. Like, go look and see how many people are watching one channel right now on Twitch and tell me why you think it might be lagging for me. I'm trying to watch 2 streams at the same time, let alone recapture and broadcast them. So yeah, it's gonna happen, guys. Where are these boss fights on Shufflers? Wow, this just keeps stretching out here again, so it's just like Boss's Caves XL the other time. Only reason I say it won't be in the middle, and there you go at the bottom here for Shuffler, is that basically it's going to be 2 back-to-back boss fights, so you'd have to cram 2 rooms in up at the top. Yeah, that could easily be done, but given that, nah, it wasn't going to happen. So again, first one going to be Gish. I would say you're guaranteed Little Gish at the end of this, but amazingly enough, I've had this glitch out more often than not, where Little Gish doesn't actually appear on Depths XL, so again, cross your fingers for Shuffler. I tend to hate having to fight this. It's an easy boss fight, but again, if you don't get the item, I tend to get very upset with this very easily. Ooh, nice dodge out of there by Shuffler. I thought he was going to get cornered. Yeah, you mean the Caves 2XL? It's basically what it amounted to. It was like 2 XL floors jammed together into one. Like, Boss got screwed on that one. Alright, Little Gish did appear. Very nice. So, Shuffler gonna pick him up. That'll shoot out tar tiers at, I forgot if it's base damage or slightly above, but again, that'll slow down movement speed and shot speed if anything it inflicts. There's that damage multiplier with Book of BOILeR. And you'll see him start chunking away damage here on Mom's foot. Again, that same gray version that we were talking about before. So nothing too scary with the enemies, but you do not want to let them pile up on you. But again, Shuffler wants his revenge from earlier where Mom slapped him into the ground. Alright, last little bit of damage here on Shuffler's side. Again, gotta worry about killing off the foot itself. Again, if that shadow shows up and you kill one of the eyeballs, you're taking a full hit of damage. There we go, last little bit. Oh, still holding on. So again, before she got to put her foot back out, gonna wind up killing that. Shuffler picking up some shot speed increase again. Tower card, random bombs throughout the room. There's that second trinket because he's holding on to Mom's purse. The BOILeR will go with him. And again, if he gets down to half a red heart, that'll spawn a 5-second damage shield for him every time that happens. Excuse me. Alright, so both working on Womb 1 at this point. Again, boss has cleared many, many more rooms on this floor, but it's all about luck finding boss fights. Again, there's no item rooms, no stores down here in the Womb and anywhere beyond, so you're just looking for your boss fights. Yeah, maybe you find, let's say, a library, an arcade, something like that. But again, in these races especially, there you go. Just looking for those boss fights like Boss just came across. And let's see what Boss gets to finish off. Ooh, the Fallen, so guaranteed Devil Deal item at the end of this. So if he stays away, there's a problem with Epic Fetus. If you get something that's chasing after you, Epic Fetus is going to have to be really close to you when it lands. Again, doing good damage there, but do you really want to take that damage is the other question. So wow, no luck with the hearts out of the Temperance Machine either for Boss, but again, guaranteed Devil Deal item if he kills off Fallen here. So we'll see just how lucky he gets. There's a lot of really great stuff you could get from this. Again, one of these ought to be just about dead. Anytime now, that thing can die. There has to be no health left on one of these. Seriously, why is it not dead yet? Holy crap. Really? Die already, half of you. I don't care which, but one of you two die. Come on now. There we go. So now down to just the one left in the room. That isn't so bad for Boss anymore. There we go. Ooh, Guppy's head. So that'll spawn flies every room, and again, recharge once or every single room for the boss. So anywhere between, I think it's 2 to 6 attack flies. Might be 2 to 5. I forget the exact number. But lots of attack flies, lots of extra homing damage. There's the 2. Well, 3 actually. I didn't see the one he was hiding. Ooh, how about that full health pill on Boss's side? That's gonna come in handy. So we'll be hanging on to that for a moment or two, unless he until he gets down to 1 red heart. Alright, Stars being a random teleport card down here for Thefatshuffler, because again, there are no item rooms, and normally that would teleport you into said item room. So again, random teleports ahoy, possibly? Shuffler probably going to save that for the next floor, as he doesn't want to waste too much more time if he has to backtrack here. There we go, that turret finally opened it up on Boss's side. A couple more flies for him. Let's keep on heading to the left here. So again, Boss just looking for Mom's foot. There we go for Shuffler, finally finding his boss fight on Womb 1. Ah, and he's got to deal with Conquest, aka not a bro. So again, not the greatest of damage here for Shuffler either, but again, after taking that hit, you got Eve's Dead Bird that's going to hang around inside Conquest, trying to do a whole bunch of damage. Not quite at the 50% mark. Yeah, that's why you don't move around when the lights come out, because you're gonna walk into them, guys. Stand still for those. See what I mean? Had Shuffler been moving at all, he was going to wind up taking damage there, but if you stay still, you got a better chance that those don't hit you. The less ground you cover, the less chance you have of hitting the same ground that that covers. There we go. So, a couple of heals there on Shuffler's side. 2 hearts. Gonna take that. No, he is gonna take it. I'll be damned. Gonna take the white pony with him. So, flying plus movement speed. Random teleport with that stars card. Can't tell you where he's at on this Womb 2, because he's got a Curse of Darkness. And Boss, I can tell you, is inside a library at the moment. Grabbed himself 1 extra bomb, 1 soul heart because of the Book of Revelations. And again, still looking for his mom's foot fight, or mom's heart fight, excuse me. But again, both looking for the same fight here. A double envy room alongside an arcade for Boss. So he's going to actually clear these out in case he does have to back out of here. Alright, no such luck with anything happening there with those 2 those 2 rocks. Again, any red rock in the womb can actually be a soul rock or an item rock, whatever way you want to call those. No luck for Shuffler, half a heart on his side. Boss finishing off that room, finally. God, I hate Envy. So walking right in, gonna try to get himself some hearts. No such luck, none on Shuffler's side either, as he gets immediately hit by that flying poop sock. He's back to start. Alright, so finally finding that mom's heart on Boss's side. And just has to clear out this one extra room here. Wow, really, Twitch? You won't even let me do that? Jesus, guys. I know it's in low power mode, but Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, so boss dealing with Mom's Heart again about, we'll call it 25-30% through this already. Oh, excuse me again, sorry about that. Plenty of health left on his side, working down below 10 bombs finally, but again, perfect placement on those shots, keeping that bomb right on that knight's back, as you do not want to deal with those in this fight, especially with somewhat low damage. And the only real, I can't even really call it damage up per se, but because he got Peeper and it popped out one of his eyeballs, seeing one shot there is white and one of them's red. That's really about the only damage up you can really call that. So he hasn't gotten too much on this run, but made a lot of good out of it here. Up by the right mouse. That's why it wasn't moving. Haha. Grumps can be taught, ladies and gentlemen. He knows how to cast. No, he doesn't. Anyways, wow, that bank shot on the bomb working out nicely. Again, down to the last little bit. It will stay out the rest of the time here on boss's side. Again, Shuffler with that oh-so-nice flying ability. It's going to be too little too late, though. Can finally start. Wow, look at that double shot. Very nice. Actually hitting both of the enemies on the screen by keeping, I can never think of his name, Chubb in place and actually hitting him with the bomb that was inside of him. Or hitting Mom's Heart, I should say, with the bomb that was inside. Ooh, just missed that time. Doesn't matter, though. Last little bit of damage. Boss just tied this one up, ladies and gents. So we got round number 3 waiting to happen here momentarily. Let me update that one. There you go. And like I said, round number 3 going to start up momentarily here. You see them both resetting now. I don't want to have you guys get epilepsy watching that, because it will look really annoying for a minute, especially with 2 side by side. So, like I said, very nicely done there by the boss. We'll get them both reset. We'll get round number 3 underway shortly here. And again, hang tight for a few minutes. We'll get them both to the rooms they want. We'll get round number 3 underway and find out who your winner is. So hang tight, guys. We'll be right back with you. We'll get you a link in both of their channels, if I could spell. And again, we'll be right back in about 2 minutes. Alrighty, we're back. We got round number 3 just about to begin. So third match of the day, third round 3 just about to begin here. We got the Thefatshuffler tied up 1-1 right now with TheBoss10987. And again, they'll get off and race them whenever they're ready to go because, hey, we got about 22 minutes till the next race is supposed to start. So, yeah, anytime. Obviously, I'm not rushing you, but anytime. So again, we'll race through the Womb 2. Whoever kills off Mom's Heart first is going to be your winner here tonight. Certified, what's up? How you feeling, man? Alright, so they're off and racing again. Best of luck to both of you guys. See, we got Chemical Peel over on Shuffler's side, so half of his tiers are going to get some damage up. Oh, see that refresh on my side for Boss did nothing for me. Oh well. So there's huge delays still, obviously. Welcome to having League of Legends stuff going on. So again, he's got Ghost Baby on Boss's side. That's going to fire out Spectral Tears that would actually go through, technically over whatever way you want to look at that. But it goes through rocks, so you can hang out either on top of him should you be able to fly, and he'll still be able to shoot through them. Or again, behind it and give yourself a little bit of blocking capability. Alright, so Shuffler a little bit of health up, first on down to his basement too. Again, Boss fighting off Monster right now, so he's not far behind here. An immediate item room on Shuffler's side, in which we got Yum Heart. We saw it last round too. That'll heal you for 1 full red heart. Wow, is that tough to say. Again, every time you use that, which I believe is a 4-room recharge. I kind of forgot the exact timer on that because I don't use it much, and I hate running as Maggie. So I pretty much never take that item, and I can't remember how long it takes to charge. Anyways, Magic 8 Ball for Boss, going to give him actually shot speed increase. That is mismarked. Going to get a Chariot card for a one-time use of the Unicorn Horn. Yeah, let's see. Shuffler with some fire rate increase. Also going to grab, health down pill. So there goes that 4th heart container for him. And he'll be moving on to his second boss. Which again, that champion version of Monster we just saw the boss fighting against. Yep, we're basically trying to think of a good way to summarize, I guess you could say, the league. That's even not the right word that I'm going for there, but either way, yeah, we're competitive, but at the same point, and you'll really see that in the playoffs too, believe me. Oh my god, are you gonna see some competition come 2 weeks from now? But, like I was saying, we're really just here to have fun in the first place. You wouldn't believe the sportsman and sportspersonship, I guess I should say, of everybody in the league, because sportsman isn't technically correct there, being that we have females. But again, everybody's really, really cool about, somebody goes offline, the other person pauses, waits till they're back on, we do another countdown, we start back up. It's not like, nope, screw it, I'm keeping going. Haha, they're screwed. You know what I mean? It's all in good nature, so everybody has a really good time with it. Yeah, there's competition, but more so than anything, we've made a really good group of friends. So let's see, Liberty Cap now on Shuffler's side gives him random mushroom effects every single room. And again, believe it or not, one of those random mushroom effects is the compass. How that's a mushroom, I have no idea, but it's on there. So you may get a full compass reveal from time to time. See, Boss has got himself the tick, so you saw automatic 15% damage done to this boss fight, the Larry Jr., or Green Larry Jr., I should say. Heals you for 1 full red heart. Again, you cannot replace that, though. So unless you wind up with Mom's Purse and a second trinket spot, you have no way to pick anything else up. So no, not a risk here. Again, we only race through the Womb 2, so you do not need the Polaroid yet in the regular season. Not until the conference and complete, grand finals, basically. Then you're going to need it. Up until then, though, you're safe. So again, we got this week and 1 more regular season week, and then we start our playoffs 2 weeks from today, actually, now that I say that. 2 weeks from today begin the playoffs, and again, it'll be down to 12 racers out of the 32 that started the year. And believe me, when I said there's going to be competition, oh god, is it going to get crazy. Is it classed as an esport? I guess just for the fact that there's competition and it's electronic, yes, but I wouldn't call it like, yeah, we're League of Legends, man. We're totally an esport. Like, no, not my view of the whole thing. So, as serious as I do take it when I'm like, when I'm commentating and, like whatever, like, especially as being the commissioner, yeah, I take it seriously, but I don't think of it as like, hey, we're a new brooding esport, blah, blah, blah. Could it happen? Yeah, but do I see that happening? No. So I'm not delusional, let's put it that way. Ooh, virus now on boss's side, I actually thought that was growth hormones, but I can't see colors today. So anyways, that is poison touch for the boss. If he touches anything or any enemy walks into him, for example, it's going to take a poison damage over time afflicted. And speaking of poison, we got Shuffler on the left dealing with his Caves 1 boss fight, in this case Catacombs, mind you, the expansion version of the floor, but dealing with Pestilence just about finished. He'll wind up with 1 cube of meat, as that's actually our first horseman of this race. So first cube of meat orbiting around blocking shots. Shuffler did remember, and I was a little bit worried he might forget, but there's that Eternal Heart, using up the 1 bomb. Thank you, Flash, for not trolling him. And he'll get that for his 4th heart container as he moves on down to the next floor. Boss also finding his boss fight. Wow, that's getting repetitive. Boss also finding his room of significance to end the floor. Ooh, and look at this. So there's that Liberty Cap firing off the compass for Shuffler as he got down to the next floor, almost as if it were Kane's Eye. So again, that's got an even lower % chance of firing than Kane's Eye did, but you don't see it all the time. You just see it that one room where it fires, but Shuffler knows about where he's heading to here. Again, it technically, yeah, I guess because it's electronic and it's sporting and there's competition, yeah, but again, do I consider it that? No. Like, by the normal standards of the term, no. Again, is it an esport? I guess technically, yes. It's an electronic sporting event, so yes, I guess. Alright, so there's that cue. Oh, God. Alright, that's going to play a little bit different. So Sacred Heart on the boss's side. Thank you, God Room. He'll be on down to his caves too, and that is a huge, huge changer right there. Nice damage up. Also homing effects on your shots. So watch this. Oh, that damage. He's going to melt through stuff now. People love that item, and I'm one of them, so would have full healed him if he needed anything out of it. I think he only got half a heart, maybe, if even that. See, all those pills, Shuffler going over to the other side of the floor here now. Ooh, and that Judgy getting himself out of the corner. I hate the fact that they can do that, but twice, for that matter, on the same one. I hate the fact that they can do that, but your character is unable to do so. Alright, at this point, I'm gonna pretty much say boss won't care about finding his item rooms so much. If he does happen across his boss fights, I think he may just skip right onto those. Again, we'll see what happens. Maybe he just finds his item rooms, and that's a totally moot point I just made. How's up, Julio? How you doing today? Oh, thank you very much, Moon. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the compliments, guys. And believe me, it's my pleasure, because I get to literally, instead of playing video games for this many hours, I get to sit back and watch other people who are way better than me play video games for hours. That works out far. Oh, look at that troll bomb spawning. Get away from Judgy. Thank you. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Boss actually wanted to destroy that Judgy for a higher chance of Devil Deal since he's out of money. I paid no attention to his money total there, so he probably wanted to blow that up. Yes, it is, John. Yes, it is. How you doing today? But yeah, Boss just got that Nagat room on the last floor, so he's been very, very happy here since. I can't see the smile on his face because I have it covered up at the moment, but oh God almighty. So also Blood of the Martyr now, more damage increase on Boss's side, so those tears, man, oh my. Yeah, he's not going to worry about item rooms from here on out. Just boss fights are all we're looking for. Speaking of that, Shuffler taking out his Caves 2 boss fight. If he knows what Boss has, I think he might be skipping an item room here, and yes, he will. So moving on down to the depths, a slight time advantage for Shuffler, but definitely not the build advantage. That goes to the boss, no question. So we'll see how this all plays out. Will skipping that item room come back to haunt Shuffler? Very nice job with that Chariot card, by the way. And in a Depths 1 at the moment. I can't believe he's actually getting these night enemies in here. That's kind of trolly for the Depths. There's Boss's Room of Significance to end the floor. Again, saying the boss's boss fight is getting kind of repetitive, as you guys might have heard, because I keep forgetting to say the Room of Significance thing. So yeah. Anyways, you get the idea. Moving into his room to finish the floor. We're going to find the Fallen yet again. So, wow, guaranteed Devil Deal item free of charge now for the boss as well. Right about there should split Fallen. Now 2 pieces will chase around the room doing that, that plaid brimstone shot. They've gone to plaid. That's almost a tongue twister for me too, trying to say 10987 all the time. Ooh, the nail. Thank you. More damage up and 1 soul heart every time he uses that. Again, you also get to crush any rock that's in the room that you're in. So let's say right here that boss, for whatever reason, wanted to destroy all those rocks instead of actually getting one across to the way that would have let him in. Nail would let you do that. And here you see the use. 1 soul heart increase, more damage on those tiers. And they've gone to plaid. Yeah, the nail's probably about the best thing boss could have hoped for. Again, that's a 6-room recharge, but again, 1 soul heart and damage increase every time you use it. Yeah, we'll take that. So speaking of taking it, why the heck not? Second to last item room. Oh, thank you. Sacrificial Dagger. If anything gets in close, that's going to orbit around the boss and do 17 damage to anything it comes in contact with. So that's a really ridiculously powerful item. I've only had the nail. Wow, check that out. Sack and Penny's dropping a dime for the boss. Good God, all these dimes today. That's his 3rd or 4th that he's picked up in these 3 races. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I've only had the nail and have it 1 time, so I have no idea. Honestly, it didn't seem like it stacked damage, but I have no idea. I can't answer that. Yeah, the speed down I know doesn't stack because I would have not been able to move had that actually happened. So thankfully that doesn't stack, but I don't think the damage does. It's a guess though, so don't quote me, that's just a guess. Alright, Shuffler liking all these fills today, a little more range up on his side. They're both working on their depths 1 here. Shuffler, no item room yet, boss has found his. You see that 6 rooms of charges come up here, so do you use that the sacrificial dagger? Let me try that again. Do you use that nail to get yourself a little more damage and that 1 extra soul heart? Alright, there's that item room on Shufflers. May get ourselves a Judgy Please out of this too, and indeed we will. So real quick with that 5 cents, let's see if we can't get something good for Shuffler. Anything? Anything at all? Come on, Judgy. Oh, you did. Health up. Thank you very much. And he'll also get himself an item room. Oh, God, with Polyphemus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's on, guys. Polyphemus is more damage than Sacred Heart, by the way, guys. Just gonna point that out. That is more damage than Sacred Heart. Difference is, boss also has Blood of the Martyred up as damage with the Sacred Heart, so boss probably does have more damage output. But on the items themselves, Polyphemus is technically the better one, but wow, to these builds. Woohoo! Oh my. So again, Shuffler finding his boss fight, boss walking right into his now. We got Loki on the right side, so let's Mr. Cool it up in here if you guys would. I've seen a distinct lack of Mr. Cools today, so real quick before he gets melted, let's see those Lokis. And again, on the right side, we got War, so that'll be a 2nd cube of meat showing up for Shuffler. That'll add to the one that he's got, give him Meat Boy's head floating around, also shooting out tears as well as blocking shots for him. Yeah, this gonna be good. Alright, so boss with a little more range up, also a devil deal, so does Shuffler after his cube of meat. Both walking in, both I was going to say both walking out, but Shuffler going to take Blood Rage. So as he kills enemies, up to 6 total per room, you get a plus damage, give or take about half a damage up per enemy killed. And again, it does reset every room, but in Mom's Foot, or specifically in Mom's Foot and Mom's Heart fights, that's really going to come in handy for a good 3 damage up. Alright, so both in their depths too at the moment. Again, if you guys are wondering, this is Family Jewel 7X that's doing this song in the background here. So let me give you a link. But again, wow, to these builds. We got 1 more item room for both of them. Both on depths too here. Again, both at just 3 heart containers. You notice as Shuffler walked in, you saw that 1 heart container show up and disappear. He's got Liberty Cap, so you get a random mushroom effect every room. Alright, no bombs left though for Shuffler, I just realized. Ouch. A nice little variety of everything over on Boss's side. And using that nail every 6 rooms for health up, and again, damage up for that room as well. Alright, Shuffler finding a dead end here, so Boss still working on this hallway. Let's see if we don't happen across your boss fight or item room here. And Shuffler gonna have to backtrack after he deals with this room. Wow, didn't even get the door open with that tower card. Ouch. Ooh, nothing on Boss's side either. That sacrifice room ain't gonna help him any, so he'll be back over to another side. Yep, one guy made this. That is correct. Family Jewels did everything that you're hearing on this song. Man's got a little bit of talent oozing out of him. What's up, XLT? How you doing today? And again, if you guys have heard the intro here for the Binding of Isaac Racing League, that's Family Jewels that did the song as well. So same guy there. I mean, he's damn good. Yeah, that talent ooze. I'd like to come across some talent ooze. I would bathe in it. Especially for what Jules is. Giggity. Love you, Jules. Alright, so Boss, the first to find his item room here. Again, gonna have to deal with that same chub enemy that Shuffler had to take out earlier. He'll wind up with his full charge on that nail as well. Again, Shuffler finding that boss fight, so he's got Mom's foot looking at him. Ooh, Harlequin Baby now for Boss, so more damage up on his side, more shot coverage for that matter from a follower. So you see those V patterns here, that's Harlequin Baby working. And again, ooh, walking into the store trying to spend that money, but usually gonna wind up being greed for you in the depths too. Unless you find some way to make sure that it's not. I think it's a damn near 100% chance that that's greed. So he'll be heading back on over looking for his boss fight. Shuffler's still heading around looking for his item room. Can't be all that far away from it either. Oh, God almighty. So getting to re-roll Epic Fetus. Wow, to that. All these banned items today. Let's see those Spaz Epics, by the way, because that's how you do the emote now. By the way, if you look in the lower, if you are subscribed, that is. Actually, I think it's there either way. But if you look in the lower right corner where you actually type into chat, there's that little smiley face. Click on that. By the way, click on the emotes in that and watch what happens. It's kind of cool. So again, there's that item room on Shuffler's side. In which we got ourselves a not-so-useful bum friend, so he'll stick around with the unicorn horn that he wound up re-rolling Epic Fetus into. It is there? Okay, cool. 100% sure. Again, only works for you, though, if you are subbed. Why doesn't he pick up the coins? How many stores does he have left at this point? Also, he has 27 cents. Ooh, and look at this in the same fight here. So blue bomb on both sides. Really good use of that unicorn horn for Shuffler. And again, got the same card to do the exact same thing on Boss's side if he wants to use that chariot. Alright, so both on down to the womb at damn near the exact same time. Again, we're in the exact same room here as boss moves on. It's gonna literally, we'll call it a one-room advantage, but it's random down here in the womb, so no guarantee that Shuffler's, just because he's cleared one more room, gonna find the boss fight that much sooner. So again, all about finding your boss fights in the womb. No stores, no item rooms for either of these two to find. And we got that one-up following around boss now that I also haven't mentioned. Does exactly what you'd think. He'd come back to life with full force, or Bret Hearts. I almost said full force soul hearts. Anyways, 1 penny, not worth a judgy, so second judgy, just go ahead and stay there, bro. Alright, Chestception gonna provide that 1 bomb back for Shuffler. Not exactly what he was hoping for. Oh, look at this, both finding their boss fights at exactly the same moment. Uh-oh. So again, for the racers, if you guys happen to finish at about the same time, call it out in your call, and whoever calls it first at that point is your winner. But just figure I'll put that warning out there. Go ahead and call that whenever you do kill off Mom's heart, guys, because this may be really close. Holy crap, might this be close, guys. Damage multiplier for Shuffler with that devil card. Much like the Book of BOILeR, he's going to chunk away damage here on Conquest, but Teratoma dying a very quick death on the right side of the boss. Casper handed over his compass like, hey, you know what? I want to see a good race. Both of you guys have it. Enjoy. So there's that box of items. The boss going to grab one of everything here. Will not be able to touch that Liberty Cap, sadly. So again, the tick that he's got cannot be replaced. Not going to worry about anything else. On down to the womb, too. Shuffler just needs to do the last little bit of damage here to Conquest. And they'll be right onto the same floor, and it's all about finding Mom's heart at that point. Again, not going to worry about it. 3 hearts on Shuffler's side. Womb 2 for him is going to be regular Womb 2, so easier side on the Shuffler is not much, though. Ooh, now boss really probably going to wish that he didn't have Tick right now. Cancer just showed up again. That would have doubled his fire rate. Oh, would he have killed for that? Wow, would he have killed for that? Alright, so boss first to find this boss fight here. Let's see if Shuffler doesn't happen to be close, because he's going to have to be literally right next to it at this point. Where is it at? Be right there. Ooh, no luck. Oh, it's all the way on the other side. Ouch, you can see the minimap showing up there because of, well, not the minimap, but the compass effect showing up for Shuffler. He's got a long way to go to get over to that fight. That gives boss a lot of time here, a little bit of, once he uses it, if he uses it. Could up his damage with the nail. Doesn't actually need it, though, in any standard, so he's just going to worry about taking out the fight. There we go. I like that contact move right there to take out the knight that was charging at him. Already down to just about 30% health. Make that 25% left on Mom's heart. Boss ripping right on through here. Is just going to faceplant, let a sacrificial dagger do some work. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, wow, to that run. That got ridiculously close at the end. The Boss 10987